Hey guys, I was trying to make a thumbnail. That's why I was just smiling at the camera. How y'all doing? This is your girl Emma. How's everybody? Everybody doing okay? Good. Everybody's doing okay. Hey, I thought I'd come on here and do a little story time. Talk to y'all a little bit today. I'm gonna make another video, but it's gonna be a juicing video. But listen, I wanted to see what you guys thoughts was on about relationships, about how when you're in relationships, how sometimes you can go through so much for men and women, both ways, men and women, vice versa. Okay, about when you're so deep in a relationship to where you're so depressed to where you can't hear the birds outside. And what I mean is, you're going through life, you're walking, you're talking, you're mingling with people, you're doing your everyday thing, but you're not really happy about your life, about the relationship that you're in. Let's say if you're coming out of a divorce, or if you're coming out of a long-term relationship but you haven't been married, and the breakup was really devastating. Somebody was cheating on somebody, or somebody just fell out of love with somebody, and years has passed, and you figure you've gotten over it, but you haven't gotten over it. So now you're going through life. I like to call it, you're in the fog. How do you really know when you're truly gotten over someone that has truly hurt you to the core? If you wake up in the morning, you're going on every day, and you're thinking that you got over it, but you really hadn't got it because you're not happy. You're not happy with yourself. How do you know you're not happy? You think you're happy, but you're not happy. It's when you don't hear the birds chirping. When you don't hear it, you think you're hearing it, but you're not hearing it. You think you're happy, but you're not happy. That's how you know you're still in a depressed state. How do you get out of that depressed state? I'll tell you how you get out of it. A lot of people say, well, you just move on. You move on to somebody else. No. No. There are people in relationships right now. They're still not happy. And they still don't hear the birds. Okay? You have to pray to get yourself out of it. It takes much prayer, much crying and tears, I like to call it, snot-nosing before God to get you out of it. I heard this lady say, I think it was Evelyn Braxton. She had just came in. A lot of you guys know who she is. She had came out of a horrible divorce with her husband. She was miserable for a long time, a very long time. And she said one day, the sun was on her face, and she woke up. And when she woke up, she heard the birds. She heard the birds for the first time in a long time. And I'm sure she gotten up every day like everybody else. We get up and go to work, we come home, we go to church. We do our everyday routine, but we think we hear the birds and we really don't. But one day she woke up and she actually had heard the birds. It was like her ears had popped open. That's when you know you have come out of your depression. It's when you can absolutely hear the birds, hear things around you in a different way. It's a process. Depression is a process. Getting over hurt is a process. So if you're not hearing the birds completely, pray about it. Seek God about it. As the saying is, that too shall pass, it will pass. It takes a while, but it will truly pass. I'm for one, and pass for me. I just felt like getting on here and talking to you guys a little bit about that, because a lot of times, a lot of us think that we're over stuff, and we're not, because we're not happy. And when you're not happy, it shows. You try to cover it up by doing certain things, and being around other people, appearing that you have, but you're not really happy. So how do you know when you're really happy? It's when you can truly hear the birds chirping. That's how you know. I know that might sound a little funny, but some of you all have been in a relationship. You know exactly what I'm talking about. When you can laugh again, when you start being energetic about life, happy about life, living life, that's when you know you have gotten over the hurt and the depression. There's all types of depression, but the depression that I'm talking about today is relationships. Some people just suffer from depression, and it's a clinical medical issue within the brain. But we're talking about relationship depression. How do you get over that? How do you know when you're